Isang pinagpala at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. I think most of us are here for the daily masses, so we have been following the readings of the day. So, the first reading, we continue our reflection on the first letter of Paul to the Corinthians. So, we are now in the third part of his letter, where he focuses on marriage and virginity. These were some concerns of the people of Corinth. So in the previous days, we spoke about disorder, division in the community. There was immorality, there was bickering, there was competition, and there was intrigue among themselves. So after that, he shifts to some important concerns about marriage and virginity. So we might have the impression that he favors, that is, Paul favors virginity. No, it's quite clear in the first reading that whether you are single, you are a Jew, you are Greek, these are accidental. What's important is what Christ has done for us. He has freed us. He has sanctified us. That's what's important. And if we have been freed, sanctified by Christ, we should live as God's faithful sons and daughters. So that's the point of Paul in his first reading. Because he says, our sojourn, our journey here in this world is fast. Kailan lang tayo nagsimula ng June, July, ngayong September 7. Ang bilis ng panahon. So that's what Paul is telling us. Don't forget, you have a beautiful future. Don't just focus on the present. Remember, God intended you, destined you to be with Him forever. So let's not lose that focus. And so in today's gospel, we hear the Lucan version of the Beatitudes. So in Matthew, we have 8. Here in Luke, we have only 4. And then they are followed, the 4 blessings are followed by the opposite. That is, those who will not take advantage of the blessings, they will be miserable because they have not listened to the call. What is the call? To be poor. You notice there are 4 blessings. It starts with the idea of being poor. What does being poor mean? Does it mean living a miserable life without having anything in this life? No. He speaks about spiritual poverty. Jesus says, try to look at the center of your heart. And many things, when we are open, when we realize that God is our all, then it's easy to follow the other blessings. It's easy to trust, to put ourselves in the hands of God, whether we are weeping, whether we are hungry, whether we are being persecuted. When one finds himself in God, is rooted in God, that is what is important. There is always in our heart some kind of illusion. There is in our heart some place where we say, this is my area, and yet what does it mean to be poor? To realize that deep at the center of our heart, of our being, there should be nothing. When there is nothing, God can easily come in. When there is security in our own ways and other things, it's quite difficult for God to really transform us. It's quite difficult to be converted. When one realizes that his or her life is in the hands of God totally, like Mary, like the saints, Saint Rose of Lima, all these people, they tell us it's important that we see our nothingness before God, then it will be easy for us to discover the kingdom. It will be easy for us to be blessed, not just afterlife, but even in this world. Amen.